Does this look like holy ground to you? You know, back in the Old Testament, God said to Moses, take off your shoes because you're on holy ground. The reason God called that ground holy was it was there that Moses would build a friendship with God. It was there, the place was Mount Sinai, that Moses would bring thousands of Israelites, and they too would discover friendship with God there. That's what made it holy. And friends, Lord willing, in the decades to come, this land God has given us at the corner of 59 and 103rd to build a church for the South Naperville campus. Right here, thousands of people are going to find newness of life in Jesus Christ. You know, we have such a rich history at the Compass Church. You got to go back to 1953 when our spiritual forefathers gave the money to purchase land on Roosevelt and build the building that is today our Wheaton campus. And for the last 6.5 decades, that holy ground has been a place where people have been transformed by Jesus Christ. Then you got to go back to 1985 when the people of our church bought and built on Hobson Road. And for the last 3.5 decades, that sacred ground has been a place where thousands of people have found newness of life in Jesus Christ. Going back to 1997 in Bolingbrook, the people of our church at that moment purchased the ground and the building that is today our Bolingbrook campus. And for the last 22 years, that location has been an outpost of hope to the people of Bolingbrook, of life in Christ. Friends, we've got a rich history of God using holy ground to advance His cause. And now, this is the moment where our fourth campus, our South Naperville campus, needs to have this become an outpost of the gospel of Christ to this community.
Walked in the door and it was nothing like I had experienced before as far as church goes. I didn't know what I was looking for, but I had just found it. And now I truly, honestly believe in my heart, I know that God is real and He is a part of me and He's always been there.
I've been coming to the Compass Church for the past 3 months, and it's not since last week when after I finished the prayer, I opened up my eyes and all of a sudden everything becomes different. Like the whole world all of a sudden become brighter.
We never knew the Bible. We've heard things from the Bible, but we never knew the whole meaning behind it. And it's like my eyes have been just like opened, like a little kid. There's a message here. It's a message of hope. And that's the message I keep hearing since we've started this journey. And it's like we're enlightened, saved, whatever you want to call it.
Rise Up is this campaign where our goal, we believe God's given the goal, is to raise $10 million over the next 2 years. And friends, that money will go again to the building of a church building at this great corner. But $500,000 will also be invested to ministry outside of our church. Some of it will go through our Community Impact Initiative, where we'll be helping the people in the ministries we partner with through Community Impact. Some of the money will go to Compass National, where we're going to work with churches in our denomination that are kind of startup churches in the urban centers of Chicago and Detroit. And then thirdly, we're going to partner through Compass Global with church plants overseas in the countries of India, Moldova, and a Central Asian country to help churches get established in those locations as well. Friends, is this exciting or what? Through this season of generosity, God is going to use us at the Compass Church to be a part of a great advance in His eternal cause, here, near, and far. We're calling it Rise Up because that's what they said in the book of Nehemiah. Back in the Old Testament, the city of God lay in ruins. The wall was just rubble. And the people of God got a vision that things could be different. They cried out in Nehemiah 2:18, let's rise up and build. And friends, the Spirit of God is moving in a similar way again. And now it's our turn. He's stirring us, and I pray that together we will cry, let's rise up and build.